Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We offer stories of infidelity, betrayal, and redemption. Please like and subscribe. Cheers. Now, on to today's story. Wife talking to AP once again. I'm done. Need support. I need help. Literally just found this out now. Married 10 years, we are 37-35, we have 2 kids 8 and 9. Wife cheated on me 5 years ago with her ex-BF she had during our split a year before we got married. Long story short, I found out because we hit a rough patch and she started acting out of character. We reconciled. However, for the next 3 years after that I always found out they were in contact with each other off and on, and I forgave her each time going to therapy. The last time I knew of him messaging her was literally on our anniversary of 2019, but she showed me to prove she stopped. Worst part is I believed her and it was great. We bought a house 3 months ago after all our struggles. I'm livid and I need help. What should I do? Should I get her to come clean? Should I pretend everything is fine and get a divorce attorney? Please help. You get a lawyer, gather as much evidence as possible and be there for your children. A very wise this, pointing finger. Armor up, op. This is where the battle begins. And DNA test those kids, smiley face. Can't go wrong with this, you must be guided by good legal advice and not emotions. Evidence? You don't need a reason to divorce. No, you do not, but it sometimes helps to get a favorable settlement depending on where you live. I agree, don't stay on it if you have doubts about it. Top comment right here. 100% this, op. Pretend all is well, and book a lawyer, get the paperwork done. She is never going to stop cheating on you. All this plus change beneficiaries on any insurance and retirement accounts. An ex is not automatically removed from these, and the beneficiary designations on file have priority over any provisions in a will. Make out a new will, right now, putting any property in trust for your children, with someone you really trust as the trustee. Get all children's DNA tested, not to inform them but to possibly use it as ammo if she gets nasty. The separate finances thing is very critical. You need your own funds now, and you need to know you have money that she cannot possibly access. I contacted a lawyer and it took everything to not scream in anger and break down. I have a consultation on Thursday. I honestly don't know how I'm not going to say anything. It's literally the opposite of my nature. I'm the type to communicate the issues at hand so there are no misunderstandings. Also gonna buy one of them home DNA kits, but trying to figure out how to get notified secretly without her seeing the mail. Get the DNA test kit. Get a lawyer. Have the DNA results sent to your lawyer, and have him/her notify you when the results show up at their office. You can either have the lawyer give you the results, or just have them notify you when the results arrive, and you can go to the lawyer's office to pick the results up. Remember, if the results say the child is not yours, have the lawyer make a copy of the results, and leave the original with the lawyer. Also remember that those home DNA kits aren't admissible evidence in court, so if the results say the child isn't yours, you will probably want to consult with your lawyer about getting a court-approved DNA test. This is great. So glad you're following all the advice. Smile. Can you get the kit and results sent to a work address? Stay busy, work late, spend as much time as you can away from her. Start to detach and 180. https://beingabeautifulmess.wordpress.com/the180/ I'm sorry op, no one can say you didn't try. As soon as you file, expose her and inform OBS if there is one, and she deserves to know. Don't let your wife paint you as the villain. Good luck. Yep, he has a girlfriend and a kid. Was literally sending my wife dick pics 2 months after his kid was born. I don't know his girlfriend's information at all, unfortunately. What a pig, frowning face, and this is who your wife is losing it all for. I'm sure you can find her info. Make sure not to give your wife a heads up you're going to contact OBS so that he doesn't preemptively block you or convince OBS you're crazy. Again, really sorry this is happening to you and your kids, but really impressed how you're standing up for you and your kids and protecting yourselves. Get a lawyer, get a therapist, and don't let her know you know. Gather evidence and get advice from both of those people, and then decide how you want to move forward. Sounds like your wife has been having an affair the entire marriage. I would get the kids' DNA tested, to be honest. You do what's best for you, but I think confrontation at this point would be worthless. Best to just let her think she's fooling you and prepare yourself for a nasty fight. I had my son DNA tested but not my daughter since she got pregnant while engaged, but I should probably do that too. It's a tough reality you're facing, and I don't envy your choices. If she won't stop speaking to her AP, she's going to have to stop speaking to you. Have you been hiding this infidelity from her family and friends? Never keep their secrets. The only people who know are 3 of my friends who consoled me during the initial affair, but nothing since then. Nobody knows anything, everyone thinks we're great, including me apparently, but clearly I was mistaken and duped. She needs to be outed. Publicity and shame are 2 things cheaters hate. Definitely tell her family, but you should also include indisputable proof in case she tries to lie to them. Then if she does make an attempt to lie to her family, they will know what she's capable of. You were a doormat for so long, it's gonna be hard for you to get past that mindset. Please leave her so you can find someone that will truly love you. And don't leave the house or she'll get it and bring the AP in. Can't believe she cheated on your anniversary and you forgave her. Know your worth or get used to be cheated on forever. Ha just found his fiancée, apparently they're engaged, just now on Facebook. Trying to figure out how to approach this. Oh hell, it's her birthday, I can't do this to her today. Good job. Are there any dates as to when she thinks the marriage will be? Doesn't seem to be. Knowledge is power, Mr. Friend. Remember to try to stay super cool around your wife. Rats. Wife talking to AP partner again. Update. Hey, I just want to thank everyone for the support and advice you all gave me. I spoke with 2 attorneys so far and right now it's not looking too hot. 1 more to call later today. For starters, I'm in NJ, so everything is extremely expensive. One retainer is $4,000 and the other $5,000. Also, one of them, after hearing my story, was kind enough to break down alimony payments I might have to pay, $600 per month, and the discussion about separating the kids and all that is really putting me off from going through with filing. I'm not rich. I literally just spent my life savings on this home and I have no one to rely on for funds. I'm going to confront her today, show that I've been calling divorce attorneys and see where it goes. Seems like I'm trapped here in a cheaper to keep her scenario. I literally went for a run today and busted up my whole left side. It's like a metaphor for my life, trying to do the right thing and tripped up by this random bump in the road I didn't see and it's all ducked up. Worst part is my wife diligently took care of me with genuine concern and I just feel broken emotionally. I'm still DNA testing my daughter, sending out the kit today. Hopefully I'll get out of this okay somehow. Can you not convince her to sign a better separation agreement? If she's talking to AP, dangle it like a carrot, as in, she can go honeymooning and chase butterflies with AP if she just signs a document. Even if you pay a bit, but it's less than what court would order. Find a way to make it work in your favor. Then force the sale of the home so you can find a place for yourself and your kids, and who cares where she goes. The time to act for divorce or separation is when they are in the clouds thinking life with AP is so much better. I never understood this until my ex came back a few months after I left to tell me the grass isn't greener. It takes time to wear off and for them to see clearly. Sounds like the ideal time to negotiate. This. Post-nup. Make clear the next steps for both of you. She could be asked to waive support and give you the house, for example. There are lots of options. She's not gonna sign a document against her best wishes. That's reality. It's all in the delivery, my friend. Some people are quite stupid when they aren't thinking clearly. It is not cheaper to stay with her, it's just going to get more expensive and inevitable the longer you wait. Had you broken up with her the first time she cheated, you wouldn't be in this predicament right now. You just seem to find excuses to want to stay with her. Either you have a perverse form of love for her, or you're in love with the idea of being a husband and father. Choose a lawyer and follow their instructions. Eventually you'll recover financially and still have your kids. You're in love with the idea of being a husband and a father. Holy duck homie. I was just gaining the strength to post here about my own shit and you nailed it on the head. That's the only reason I stayed for this long. So can you find a place to transfer with your job? Cheaper to live and better divorce laws. Tell her you all just need a change of scenery, and after you get all set up, lower the boom. My kids are finally settled. My son has a disability where major changes would make it worse. I can't move. Hey. If I am correct and the DNA turns out that she is not your kid, I think the divorce could be less expensive. Try to look it up. Alright, have my last attorney consult me now. Thanks for letting me vent here and talking with me, it truly helps. Hank all those people who wanted no-fault divorce in the 70s and 80s. Boomers were worse than a locust plague for Western societies. Me, my space, my rights, my experiences, me, and duck everybody else. So long as I get to have my cake and eat it, screw the rest of you. I can't stand selfish people. No fault state and apparently irreconcilable differences have to have occurred past 6 months before anything could be finalized anyway. There's plenty of protection for it. He just doesn't want to leave and is using that as an excuse. NJ is one of the few states that lowers alimony on adultery. And depending on how long they've been married, alimony isn't a given anymore. I think people without the backbone to leave often use this as an excuse and put their kids in just an unbearable home environment. The good news is she's very likely to just leave him in the end. Once she meets a man with some money, that man will pay for the divorce and she'll probably bolt with the kids. I'm a woman and being screwed over the same way. Husband doesn't work. If it's cheaper to keep her scenario, why not just stay married in name only? Tell her she's free to do her thing and you can do yours. I have a co-worker who did the same thing. Her and her husband aren't a couple but are still legally married. They have each bought their own house and split time with the kids. They date other people. They only stayed married for the insurance and financial benefits. This is what I'm thinking now. Honestly, I don't want to sell the house and uproot my kids. This would probably be the best scenario at this point. Let her know you talked to lawyers if you want, but don't tip your hand on what they said. Also, if you do confront, ask yourself what you want out of the interaction. Do you want her to move out? Be honest? Sign a post-nup? Or something else? Once you have your goal, you can steer that confrontation towards that or ask if it's worth confronting now at all. Good luck with whatever you decide to do. Very true, thank you. I really just want a clear truth of the conversations honestly, but that's not an actual goal. You gave me something to think about. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Please comment, like and subscribe. Cheers. Have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are.